Hi, I'm Justin Jensen, and welcome to my channel. It's not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust, sweat, and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and may fall again and again, because there is no effort without error or shortcoming. Teddy Roosevelt. Hello, my loves. It's good to see everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Today is October 23rd, 2022, 12:05 p.m. on the East Coast. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you're having a good Sunday so far. So we're going to be talking about Quinton. It's not going to be a very long live. I have a lot of things to do today. But I did want to come on for a few moments and talk to you about little Quinton Simon. I wanted to talk about the big interview that happened that Cher uh, landed with last night, and wanted to speak about that and just a few other things. So we will be down in Savannah around the 1st of November. So just it's coming up rather quickly. So I look forward to hopefully meeting you guys down there. Um, if you are in the area, we would love for you to come and show support for little Quinton. With that being said, first of all, I want to say that I am a friend of Cher's. I consider her a friend. And although um, we might see things differently right now on this case, I still want to say that I respect her. Um, with that being said, um, so what happened last night is Leilani's brother came on Cher's channel. I mean, and that is a huge interview. It really is. And he was speaking to Cher and Mr. Cher, also known as Prairie Boy. And it was very interesting the way the brother was speaking to Cher, because we have to think of the bigger picture. Whenever, you know, anything you say can and will be used against you if you are charged later. Now, the irony is that Leilani says that she doesn't remember really anything about what happened. But last night, uh, Leilani's brother would mute the live stream, right? And he would ask Leilani questions. and then Leilani would tell the brother, and then the brother would, you know, tell it on panel, which I thought was very interesting. Um, is Leilani's is her memory starting to come back about the events that unfolded? What do you guys think, or is it just something of pure convenience, in your opinion? Um, I don't think. I mean, listen, Cher got a good interview, and anybody would have taken the interview, and I give her full credit. Good job for that. But is it a good decision, whether she is not even in, she's not directly speaking. She's not directly speaking, which that's a smart move on Leilani's part. We have to give her that. That's a smart move for her, at least. Now, the problem is he would say, hold on, let me ask her, or, you know, uh, she just told me this, or she just told me that. And he would, meaning his sister, is that they can hypnotize Leilani and find out what transpired that morning. And also, from what I recall, it sounded like Leilani was saying that she doesn't have an attorney. And I can't imagine her not having an attorney right now. He kept saying he couldn't answer because it would be hearsay in court. Um, yeah. It's not even so much about what Leilani said. It's the fact that we know that she's there because he's saying that is, his sister. He's like, hold on, let me go ask her. This. It's not about what she is saying, because it's, again, it would be hearsay in court. It's the fact that she is there. Um, just it's the I don't even know what I'm trying to say. The air of it all, the look. She reminds she remembered because she also said she cannot wait to tell her story. Yes, she did say that. Um, I tried to keep asking Miss. For some reason, like I'm odd for Cher. Um, it's more of just she has a wrench here as well. It's just like a courtesy mod. It's not like we really mod for each other. It's just that a courtesy mod that nobody else knows, that tries to fake us or anything like that as creators. Um, but for some reason, she cannot see me in chat, and I cannot see her when she is like typing in chat a lot of times. So it's very interesting. But my question was last night, what time did Leilani get up? Exactly, quiet man. What time did Leilani get up to feed little baby Quinton? Um, that was really what I was interested in, but unfortunately, she couldn't see my question. It was asked a couple times, but I appreciate um, the interview last night. It was a good interview, and regardless of what we think of Leilani, I mean, it was the entire situation, for that matter. It was just really nice to hear from someone in that family, whether we agreed with them or not. We just, it's good content to be getting, um, hearing someone from the family. Is Leilani continues to, I think, hint at this. I'm guessing she doesn't want to keep it inside. I don't know. Truth serum, yes. Um, I think he's old enough not to need a middle night feeding. He might be, but yeah, that's true. He was 20 months old, but I mean, like most people check on their kids in the middle of the night. Am I wrong? Because I mean, I check on my kids like all the time. I'm a grandmother. My grands actually live in Savannah, and I was there last week. I cannot fathom being out at Stingrays with my daughter, thinking that she may hurt my grandbaby. Hell no. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I check on my kids multiple times a night. She wasn't the only one there. She was a minute. Well, the way that I took it last night, it kind of made the brother sound like, um, you know, Leilani was. I mean, she obviously wasn't the only person in the house, right? However, the police have said that she is the only person that is a suspect in this case. Same ICU. They have said that she is the only person that is believed to be a suspect, not a person of interest, a suspect. Um, could the boyfriend have anything to do with it? Well, yeah, it's possible. Um, but I think at the end of the day, um, she is the suspect. So that's that. I just think it's I just don't think it's a very good idea to personally be, you know, talking about the things you remember, because it can really get, even the brother, even the brother, they prosecutors can say, well, on such and such day you was on wherever and you said that your sister, you know, was talking about this. It's more of a character type of witness. Thank you, my dear. Prime suspect, law enforcement say, yeah. All right. This to me was a very uh, kind of a sad video of the beginning of how the searchers are literally, these are the command centers and where they can take evidence and stuff. But watch them walking in. It's quite sad. Irresponsible to not have a baby in a crib sleeping. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Navy vet, for the broken. Good to see you, honey. I mean, this is a ginormous task ahead, guys. This is not something that, I mean, you have to think, right? Here's like one human, right? And look how big just these small trash piles that they are doing. I mean, look at this mountain of freaking garbage. Mountains of garbage. Mountains. Right? They take a little bit at a time. I mean, this is a ginormous task ahead. And I pray to God in heaven that it comes sooner and easier than they predicted to find Quinton. And I hope we all pray that. Because, to be honest with you, it's really, the odds are very much so against them. Just being a realist. So we have to just pray that, and this is the thing. You've got bulldozers, backhoes, everything, excavators, all right there, right? All right there. And we have to remember, they are looking for a baby in this. A baby. If that doesn't turn your stomach, I don't know what does. Heather, whatever, says, we don't have recycling. We have trash separators, and they found a newborn baby years ago. Awful. They named her and had a memorial for her. Oh. They've been searching for 4 months for a murdered teen here in Michigan. They still haven't found the woman. I'm starting to feel this is going to be a long process if ever found. Yes. Yeah. Yep. That is exactly right. Hold on, I'm going to show you this right here. I mean, okay, it's a little dark, but I really want you guys to see. This is a huge, huge excavator. This is a huge bulldozer, right? This is a mound of trash, right? Hold on. See if I can go back here. This is a huge mound of trash. This is what they are looking for. He did say Paul was there that morning, so what does her know? I mean, look at this. I had comments up. Here's the bulldozer, the excavator kind of thing. And humongous these pieces of equipment are. But there's a mountain of trash. And that's what makes it so sickening that you didn't even, there was no respect whatsoever. Now, guys, I am going to give you a trigger warning because what I'm about to show now is, frankly, one of Leilani's children with a black eye. So, trigger warning. But this should piss everybody off. And let this energy help you fight for justice for this little boy. Trigger warning. 1, 2, 3. There you go. Look at this. Remember the photo I showed yesterday? The photo I showed yesterday had the little boy had a big old thing up here and he was dirty. You can see he's got like some type of scratch or something. He's got a black eye here and he has a black eye here. How the hell does a baby? Hey, thank you, Penelope. Thank you, honey. I appreciate you. Love your work. How the hell does a baby get two black eyes? So when you think about this, let this energy be what propels you to find justice, to see it through. That justice comes to little Quinton. And even justice for Quinton's siblings. Because, you know, we've obviously see the photos of what they've been through right here. Yes, that's a good, and that's very, thank you. Yes. He also has a bruised chin. A bruised chin. Now, yesterday we saw a big, just a horrible egg on this child's head. Big old black bruise, very black and blue. Is his neck? Let me look closer. Let me see here. It's hard to tell, to be fair. I don't know. It's possible. It's possible his neck could be bruised, but I don't want to say that is when it could be a shadow. Thank you, Heather. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Um, I don't know. I don't know if this is Zane or I'm. To me, it looks like Zane, and we have to remember Zane was allegedly the favorite one, right? Remember the favorite one. So you mean to tell me if this was your favorite child, obviously Quinton didn't have a fucking chance. If you did this, Leilani, you deserve every bad thing that's coming to you. You don't put your hands on a kid and beat their fucking eye sockets in. You evil witch. They're innocent. What can a 20-month-old do to deserve being thrown in a fucking dumpster. I lost monetization on this one, but oh well. It's about this child right now. What can a child do? You have to be more mature than the 20-month-old. But I think the only thing you was ever worried about, Leilani, was drugs, men, and yourself. That's the only thing you was ever worried about. You spineless snake. You are horrible. Look at this little baby's eyes. This child is a living, breathing kid who has feelings, who has feelings, who gets scared, who gets the shit beat out of it, and still wants his mother. That is the love of a child. It is the only love, in my opinion, that is the closest thing to God's love, in my opinion. I sound like Prayer Garden right now, cussing and talking about God in the same sentence. Forgive me, Lord. But how can you do this? How can you do this? I don't know how a human being who gave birth to their child, changed their diaper, been there through sickness and everything else, and the child wants nothing more than their parents that they at this age consider godlike, can fix anything, can fix any problem, solve anything, make every boo-boo better. Gets the hell beat out of it. And still wants its parents. They don't know how bad the abuse, the cycle is when they're this young. And they have nowhere else they can turn. As adults, you and I, if somebody, generally, beats us senseless, we have more options. In a lot of cases, some cases you can't get out. I understand that. But in most cases, we can leave. We can punch back. We can pick up a phone and call someone. We can call 911. In this child's case, in Quinton's case, we don't have that option. They don't have that option, rather. Because Quinton was so little, he couldn't even speak a sentence. So you tell me what a 20-month-old baby can do to piss a mother off so bad, or anyone in that house so bad, that warrants the life force being taken out of the child. And then putting him in your car, driving around to find a dumpster, throwing him in the dumpster, going back home, calling the babysitter. So let me tell you something. I'm sorry if I'm not very graceful in this one, but there is no way in hell that I can take up for anybody in that family other than these children. There is not one. One person may be responsible for the death, directly responsible when I say that, meaning one person may have did this that murdered him. However, in my opinion, this these children were failed by every single person in that household. The babysitter, everyone failed. Because let me tell you something. If you know a child is really being abused, if you babysit these kids and they come home or they come to your house or whatever, you pick them up with a black eye over again and over again, and you know the mom is a cracked out lady and the family system is not secure, you don't just say, "Oh, I called CPS and nothing happened." No, you make sure. You fucking make sure something happens. You don't give the fuck up. One call is not going to cut it. Call the police, call anybody, but you make sure that these babies are taken care of. You don't rest, you don't sleep, you don't do anything until something is done. If you know, if you know that this child's life can be in danger, is in danger, you make sure. You stay on them like white on rice. A few years ago, I was at Sam's Club. It was nearly 100 degrees outside. There was this old car pulled up next to where the where you load stuff up, and the car was filled with kids, all of them under, I would say, 10 years old. The windows halfway cracked down. And let me tell you something. I saw that and things fucking changed quick. I called the cops. I called everyone. I went inside to customer service. Things changed real fucking quick. You make sure of it. These are lives. If they're a child, if it's an animal, if it's a living, breathing thing that has feelings, you make sure it's taken care of. Always. Now, yes, CPS can fail. They can fail. My best friend in the whole wide world works for CPS. She lives on the same street as I do. She's my neighbor. We talk every day, nearly every day. And the thing is, you have to be persistent. If you have pictures of a child being abused like this, show it to them, send it in, call the cops. Don't stop. You tell them how you feel, why you feel this way. If there is a legitimate reason, as there was in this case, too many red flags going off. Too many red flags going off. Then they start thinking you're fucking crazy. Well, let me tell you something. I am fucking crazy when it comes to kids. Yes. I want to make sure that they're okay. And they can think I'm crazy. But I am an emergency foster parent. And let me tell you something. I have seen some really awful things. And I have even heard horrible, horrible things. No child deserves this. I get it. The foster system it's broken. It is broken, and it does need repair and reform. Thank you, Cher. It's something. I think it's something like who is it? Lip lock. You know, you couldn't see her. I can see you now, but you can't see me. I don't know what it is, but thank you. I appreciate it. Yes, you be fucking persistent in making sure that this is checked out. Hold on, I'm getting a call. 510, thank you for calling.
Good morning, Justice. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Yeah, you can't say great because, yeah, no, it's a sad, sad thing. Hey, what channel was it that you were referring to that had the interview with the brother?
It's Cher. Her name's Cher. It's Voices Behind the Wall. She's actually in here right now. Yeah, she.
Cool.
Yeah, go there. It was a big interview, and yeah, she. Sorry, I was echoing. So
I got to check that out. I just wanted to make sure that I got a clear idea of where to go. I'm just curious. You said that happened a couple nights ago? That interview?
No, last night. Last night. Yes.
You know, I was watching Dolly last night, and a caller called in and said, "Did you have some interview with the brother or something like that?" And he said, "Yeah, I was doing like Dolly soap. You know how he does that thing where he just kind of is busy and doesn't really do true crime, you know?" Mm-hmm. And he said, "Yeah, that he just like kind of like ambushed his show and went on there." Did you hear about that?
Yes. He
okay, and
kind of went up. He kind of went up and started talking, if I'm correct.
Right. I haven't seen it personally, but I just thought that was interesting that she got an interview with the brother, and then maybe the night before he went on Dolly's show kind of without without Jim knowing that he was coming, and he said kind of like took over the show with this, right? But I didn't hear him talk about anything, even though he was just kind of giving a synopsis of what It seemed like the brother was coming from the point of view of it's not Leilani. Let's look at the boyfriend.
Right.
Right. That's kind of how he summarized it quickly, And I think I was watching Zaz, a recent broadcast of hers, and she's not real up to date on this case. She's been doing some other things. So she seemed like that live that I watched that she was doing, she was kind of like learning on the spot, And someone in her StreamYard said that it's not actually her real brother; it's her stepbrother.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah.
And another thing that I think it was on Fab on that same stream was that actually somebody brought up something about the garbage can. So this guy came on was like on Dolly and was like you bringing up the garbage cans, not the garbage cans, but the
dumpster.
The dumpsters, yeah. Mm-hmm. And I've always assumed up to that point that those dumpsters were close by and that was something that she just walked over and was a part of on garbage day or whatever, And Dolly said it, so it's basically, for right now, it's hearsay to me, but he said that the dumpsters and the mobile home park is actually like just a little over a mile down the street from their house.
That's correct.
So that means that she would have to know, when the garbage day for them was that day, apparently, if she's standing out there and waiting for the garbage trucks to come. And she would have had to have traveled all the way over there in order to accomplish this, So she drove or whatever, And so then I'm like, where did it originate that Leilani was even there in the first place to tip off the police to actually even look at it? Was it the grandmother's admittance that her daughter killed him and put him in the trash, or was it some other tip? Where did this story originate? Because we don't have the video of her at the dumpsters,
Oh, we don't know. We don't know if we have a video. We don't know if we have a video of her at the dumpsters because where the dumpsters are, there's a convenience store, and I feel like they have video of them from the convenience store.
So you don't think it's the actual trailer park video camera that's overlooking it got caught by maybe possibly the convenience store? The police seem adamant that they have something that really keys on the landfill,
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
right.
I mean,
so apparently, I would just go like, if when you think about percentages, I would put it up in the high 80s. That, I don't know. Well, I just wanted to pipe in and tell you what I was just thinking about, and I just thought it was really strange that they was so far away. All the way up to this point, I thought that the dumpsters were a lot closer to her house and more walking distance than a drive.
Right.
Yeah.
All
right, Justin.
Thank you for calling. Appreciate it. You too. Bye-bye. Bye. This was posted by Nerdy Addict just a little bit. Leilani speaks. She wrote a letter read by her brother Quinton Simon on a YouTube channel in response to people asking about what Quinton was like. Quinton loved TV remotes, phone, tablets. He loved to watch PJ Mask, Paw Patrol, Dragon Tales. Quinton loved to chase behind his brother, copy everything his brother did. He is a little bright, happy, funny, smart, loving little monkey. He would say thank you no matter what it was, even if he was the one to do something for someone else. If the music was on, he would dance, smiling, spinning in a circle and clapping. Quinton always gave everyone love and hugged your legs every time he did something he was proud of. He would come to whoever was close by and ask for boom, which was a little fist bump. And then addressing the public, just so everyone knows the FBI. What's this? I don't understand. Addressing the public, just so everyone knows the FBI are the ones telling me I don't remember. This never came from me, but if they are somehow correct, pardon me, I will turn myself in. I will take responsibility without a fight, without running, and without hiding. Again, I don't believe it's true, but if it is, I will turn myself in. So also answered question. She also answered questions that were being asked through her brother in regard to the timeline. She did say she does not have a lawyer. I would think she did, in my opinion, but this is what she's saying. She doesn't have a lawyer. 2:40 a.m. to 5:44 a.m. Back door was open. 1:45 last time she saw him, meaning I guess Quinton, and he was okay. She when she went to bed, she saw him in the playpen. Danny texted the babysitter at 5:29 and Leilani woke up at 9, not knowing why the kids were still there and not at the babysitter's. She thought the babysitter took Quinton because she had in the past, allegedly. So yes. What's your thoughts about that? Yeah, I do believe that the cadaver dogs did pick up Quentin's scent at the landfill. I would think that they would have enough evidence to know that he was in that dumpster for for a time, and that he was in that dump truck, the specific dump truck that picked up the dumpster, which is another way that they could know that he was in the landfill. But just the way that when I was reading, Quentin's kind of like favorite things to do, you know, they mention, he would always what I was looking for that this morning. Let me see. Hold on. Check that. Latest. Huh. I don't. Where do you see that at? Because I don't see it on Twitter yet that they were found safe. Do you see where it says anywhere? Please text my text, okay? Um, Justin's channel. I figure I'd come in and claim to be Justin's sister so I could get clout. Okay. Nice to see you, sis. Um, I don't see anything. I don't see anything. Guys, please be respectful in chat. Please be respectful to share. Listen, this is the thing. We don't have to agree on everything to still be friends. You know what I mean? Like, Cher may not agree with some stuff that I do. I may not agree with something she does, but that doesn't mean we can't be respectful and maybe work on something else in the future together. It just means good for her she got this interview. You know what I mean? Good on her. Uh, it is what it is, you know. Just everyone please be just be kind. That's all I'm asking. Just respectful. You can respectfully disagree with someone. Um, okay. Thank you, ICU, for sending that. Okay. So, Mysterious Crime, thank you for becoming a member. So, here is the breaking news with the family. Missing Fremont family found safe in Wisconsin. And this is brought to you by upnorthlive.com, which is an ABC affiliate. Full credit is due to them using this under the Fair Use Act of 1976 for commentary or criticism purposes and news. A missing family from Fremont, Michigan has been located in Wisconsin, according to the Fremont Police Department. The family was located in Sevens Point, Wisconsin at 11 a.m. Sunday morning. So they were found, it's what, nearly 1 o'clock, less than 2 hours ago. Wow. All family members were interviewed and determined to be in safe condition. Quote, this is still of the opinion that people are after them. They are still under the opinion that people are after them, but the elements of the investigation do not meet the criteria for protective custody, end quote. The police department said, quote, the family member was requiring full-time care is being cared for by other family members, end quote. That's all that we have right now. This is the thing that I pray. I pray that they really are safe up here. Like, I hope that they really are safe and they don't let them go again. You know what I mean? I think they really need evaluation of some sort, just some sort of evaluation. That way, because I mean, why are they thinking people are after them? If they are so okay, why do they think someone's after them? Or he thinks. And why are they running aimlessly around the country? You know, I mean, make it make sense. He could have fallen and hit the bridge of his nose and would have bruised under his eyes, just saying. Cindy, in my opinion, that's not, I mean, he's got like like a scratch right here. So it's highly unlikely, in my opinion. Yay, you can see us now, Devious. He said he knows something about 9/11. Yes. I mean, something like they need, this is not his normal behavior, right? The father, uh, talking about the missing Michigan family. This is not his normal behavior. So why is he behaving this way now? And they're just saying, eh. Yeah. It's a news article, and it is brought to you by upnorthlive.com. Let's see if Twitter is saying anything about it. They weren't. Let me just show you guys this photo as well. While I hold on, maybe. I mean, look at this landfill. This is just one part of it, right? Here, I'm going to tweet this out. Share, copy link. Because nobody's really talking about it. Oh, I forgot to use a hashtag. I don't really tweet a lot. I really don't tweet a lot. It's weird. He presents like bipolar disorder. Yeah. Hold on, let me get this call. 360, thank you for calling.
Hi, Justice.
Hey, love.
This is Darlene, and I called last week.
Hey.
And I was the one who was talking about how Danny sent the text, and nobody has questioned why. So once again, in the letter that you just read, once again it says that he sent the text. She didn't know about it, and nobody has questioned why he sent the text. So why did he send the text?
Well,
why did they not want the babysitter that day?
Is it possible that she could have sent the text from his phone?
No, it says right in that last letter, Danny sent the text. That last one that you read.
Which one did I read? I don't even remember.
He said Danny sent the text, and Leilani woke up at 9 o'clock.
Danny texted the babysitter at 5:29. Leilani woke.
Right, and he tried to wake Leilani up, and he couldn't. And she woke up at 9.
Call the babysitter from Leilani was at 9:16. Call to babysitter from Leilani was at 9:16 a.m. on Danny's phone.
Yeah. Well, before that one.
Yeah, I know.
Where I think she wrote one that, and they read. She sent it to her brother or something, where she's talking about how he was such a loving child and blah blah blah, that kind of stuff. And then as you go down the letter, it says Danny sent the text to the babysitter that he didn't need her. And he tried to wake Leilani up. He couldn't wake her up, and she woke up at 9. So why hasn't anybody questioned why did he send that text?
Well, he has denied it. He has denied it. So this.
But Don B said. Don B said that it's now proposed that Danny isn't he's being looked at.
Oh, I mean, I think he is probably definitely. I mean, they have both taken lie detector tests.
Yeah, but big deal.
They
can be. They're not. Well, there's a reason why they're not admissible.
Well, obviously, but I think at the end of the day, I mean, listen, they both could definitely be involved together.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Why couldn't he wake her up? Was she on drugs that made her sleep that long? She was so out of it that he couldn't wake her up.
I don't think she was out of it till 9 o'clock.
Yeah, it just doesn't make sense, that whole few hours right there, where he texted the babysitter, "We don't need you." He tried to wake her up before he went to work. He couldn't wake her up. She woke up at 9,
Mhm.
and the baby wasn't there. It's just a strange few hours.
It can be. But I think at the end of the day, I think when they tie the lie detector test together, and then if they have someone on video at the dump, or I'm sorry, at the dumpster,
Right.
I think that is going to be the main suspect.
Well, I agree too, but also, you hear about maybe that's not what she was throwing away. Maybe he was already throwing away in the middle of the night.
Well, I mean, regardless, they would
Yeah.
they would have it on camera.
But that was like, well, I'll go in the daytime so people can see me, and I'll throw something else away.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of trying to, but it's just why hasn't anybody questioned him of why didn't they need a babysitter that day? That's just kind of strange, because it's just like they needed one every single day, but that day.
Oh, absolutely.
And in that letter, she thought that the babysitter had picked the kids up, and that's why she couldn't see them.
Say that again.
In that last letter that you read, It says that when the lady woke up at 9 and she couldn't see them in the crib, she thought the babysitter had picked them up like usual.
Well, that's if you believe Leilani, which I don't believe Leilani as far as I could throw her. So
I know. As far as you could lift her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah. It's just the whole thing is just strange. Her whole story is just strange.
Oh, it is strange. It is strange.
Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
Barefoot Hillbilly Redneck Woman says she had a dental procedure done and was on pain meds from the dentist. That's why she could. I think she means couldn't be. Yeah. I don't personally believe that either.
I've been on pain meds, and you can always wake up.
Yeah.
Unless you took a lot, and if she took a lot, then she wouldn't be here right now.
Right.
But anyway, that's still my question, and that question has not been answered. So I'm just like reiterating what I had said last week, because you just read it.
Right.
And he sent the text and tried to wake her up, and well, how come you didn't need the babysitter that day? Nobody has said.
Well, and we also have to understand that this is what Leilani is saying. This is not what the police are saying, right? What a person says and what the police know are two different things as well. So this is what Leilani is alleging. Now
this is what she wants people to know.
Well, I mean, this is. I mean, I guess
Yeah. Well, I agree with that, but since we don't know what the police know, it's still up in the air about what really happened, which is just totally devastating.
Absolutely.
The only thing that I can think of is I hope that little boy wasn't in pain when it happened.
Same.
I hope it was quick, and I hope he didn't suffer, and I hope she didn't beat him to death, that he didn't feel any pain.
Yeah.
So, once again, that's my theory, Justin.
Well.
So.
Well.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to take a long time, I think, but.
Time's going to tell.
Yeah.
Thank you
I'll
for
let somebody
calling.
else call.
Appreciate
Thank you
you.
very much.
Thank you. Bye
Bye-bye.
bye. Mercy, thank you so much for your
Okay.
$20 super sticker. It's very, very kind of you. Thank you so much. Um, yeah, like it's a messed up situation. It's a really messed up situation. And like I do believe Billy Joe thought she was, I think she was trying to do her best based upon the traveling and everything that she was doing. But hold on one second. 832, thank you for calling.
Hi, Kristen. This
Hello.
is Glenna Rose.
Could you repeat that, hon? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
This is Glenna Rose. Can you hear me?
Yes, you're a little muffled, but yes.
Oh, okay. How's that?
Uh, Not really any difference.
Oh, boy. I don't know what to do any clearer.
You're good. Go ahead. We'll see if we can hear it.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. Go ahead.
I just want to say, I love your channel. I love your chat.
Thank you.
It's very, very calm, very great.
Thanks.
And I was wondering, could anybody, like, take a garbage bag? It doesn't have to be really fast, but put something in a garbage bag, go to her house, retrace her steps to the landfill, then throw the trash out in the landfill.
Uh, you said, did you say something about a garbage bag?
Yes, but they can just take like a fake garbage bag, start from her house, then go to the landfill and throw the trash bag in the landfill.
Like, are you saying did they throw the trash bag directly into the landfill?
Yes.
I don't think so. In my opinion, I don't think so because there is a first of all, Leilani is familiar with that trailer park. Um, and they were there in that dumpster specifically, checking it out. Um, I just think there is, uh, it's just most likely based upon everything we've seen, uh, that baby Quinton was in that dumpster.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So they're for sure that he was put in that dumpster and take it to the landfill.
I don't think so. I don't think that they took. I mean, I think they emptied the dumpster and it went into the garbage truck and the garbage truck dumped it. In my opinion,
Okay. Is there any way to interview the drivers of the truck that picks it up to tell exactly the area where it goes to?
yeah. I mean, they won't speak right now, but
Right. Right.
yeah, they can't really speak about it right now. They're advised not to.
Yeah, they're still gathering evidence. I understand that.
Yes. Guys,
And
please,
I know
please, oh,
they
sorry,
have
one second, ma'am.
resources.
Please be kind to share. Mods, listen, if anyone, you can respectfully disagree, but listen, I've been on the heat side before when people disagreed with me for doing whatever. Listen, she did an interview. That's all she did. She did an interview. Like you don't have to. Nobody's asking you to agree with her or anything else. The only thing I'm asking is just please be respectful. That's it. That's it. That's it. Say, you know what? I respectfully disagree with you because of this, in my opinion. That's it. Sorry, go ahead, ma'am.
Yeah, I don't agree with some things Sarah said, but yeah, she did an interview, that's all she did.
Yeah, I mean, she
Very
has.
interesting. Very interesting.
Well, I mean, like, listen, I mean, you, it- if you're a YouTube creator, we all get our time in the light. whether
YouTube creator,
whether we want
I
it or
don't have a
not,
channel.
we all
No,
get
I
it.
don't have a channel,
Yeah.
but you guys are doing great. You're starting
Well,
your channel.
this is the thing that I wish YouTube as in the our community could break. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
I personally feel differently than Cher probably does about this case. Maybe I'm wrong.
Sure,
Maybe she, but
sure.
this is the thing. Just because we don't agree on something right now doesn't mean we won't agree on something later. It doesn't mean we can't still be friends
Exactly.
and work on something later that we might agree on.
Exactly.
It's really simple, people.
Get
So,
together and work on something together.
yeah,
You
exactly.
never know the outcome.
Exactly. It's just
It
that.
could be wonderful. It
Yeah.
could be wonderful.
Yeah. So,
That's all I've got to say.
all right. Well, thank you
Thank
so
you.
much for calling. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Exactly, Sharon. Exactly. So, this is the thing. There's a lot of passion in these cases. I get it. I get it. But we still have to, just be kind to one another. It's really lacking in the community right now and basically the world. 510, thank you for calling.
Hey, bud, I was a little bit behind in your on your stream, and there was a girl that came in and was talking about the boyfriend and why isn't anybody looking at him.
Hmm.
You there?
Yeah, say that again.
Yeah. There was just I was behind in your stream, and I just kind of got to the point that a girl called in a little while back talking about the boyfriend and how why isn't anybody looking at him or thinking about him being possibly the guy that could have done this.
Hmm.
And I initially thought, before the whole garbage thing came up, that I was putting my finger at him, saying, it was strange that he sent that text, and I believe that right after it happened that he split and like left to another state and stuff, which I was like, dude, red flag. People that leave are the ones that you should look at pretty hard.
Yeah.
And what I've heard recently is he not a father of one of the children, the boyfriend?
I believe so. I believe so. I don't want to, I think so. I think he's the father to the newborn, the baby, if I'm
Yeah.
correct.
Okay. Yeah. Has anybody looked at this guy's history, his criminal history? Has he had any kind of violent? Does anybody know about his criminal history?
I'm sure I've looked at it, but I can't remember, to be
Well,
honest with you.
I think that all of the children are from different fathers, right? There's three.
Yes, they're all by different men.
And so what I'm thinking is, possibly if this guy has, some problems when it comes to, violence, that sometimes,
I stand corrected. I stand corrected.
Right.
Danny is not the father to any of the children. I stand corrected.
Okay.
Thank you, Cher.
Well, I don't know how long have they been together? 2 years?
I have no idea.
No.
No.
Well, I just was thinking that sometimes, if this guy's been a boyfriend for a while, he gets to know these fathers and maybe has animosity towards these guys. Maybe they have conflicts, and maybe because they can't take it out on the father of one of these children, that he could be taking it out on the children to get back at them. You know what I mean?
Listen,
So
you guys have heard me say it a million times, a lot of times, many times. Most of the times, these cases boil down to either drugs or step parents. You know, if it's not the parent itself, it's either drugs and or step parents. It's true. Um, I mean, he definitely could be involved in this. Nobody's denying that, I don't think. But we're just gonna have to really wait until. But to be honest, to be fair, the police have not said that he was of any interest as of yet.
right, but they haven't ruled him out.
Thank you, Versi. Thank you for becoming a member. Um,
They haven't pointed a finger at him that he's a suspect, but they haven't ruled him out either, right?
they said, I believe, if I'm correct, that they have said that Leilani is the only person of interest, I believe.
Well, I'm just going to bring up the fact that, sometimes when you got these freakishly jerkish type people, that they can, get their vengeance through, kicking the dog type shit. You know
Sure.
what I mean? Just, yeah. What else was I going to say? The grandmother, do you know, have you heard, because it's all really hearsay, but when did the grandmother actually leave? Did she leave that night, the night before? Did she just leave like real close to Quinton going missing?
That I don't know. I think she was at work. She works as a welder and goes
right,
all around, the country in her camper.
I just find it convenient that she was gone when this happened. I'm just wondering, what's the story? That she supposedly had been gone, can't be, I don't know. How long, was it 3 days before, or was it the night before? Was it just convenient that she happened to not be there when this all went down? You know what I mean?
Right.
Could have she been a part of it, but no witness to it, and said, you know what, it's best if I have an alibi. I'm going to split it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, all right, bud, take it easy.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Let's see here. All right. So there is from Brett Buffington from WSAV just posted just a moment ago. This is Kimberly. Chatham County Police arrest her last night. Police say she was banging on the windows and doors of the home Quinton Simon went missing from. 3 protesters were arrested the night before. It doesn't appear they were booked into jail. Now, listen, I am all for protesting. It is a constitutional right afforded to every single person in this country. However, there are rules when we protest. I've been at protests before. There are a few rules that you cannot do, though. I get it. When we are on the ground, when you are on the ground, and it affects you differently when you're there. It's magnified 10 times over. However, to get the message out that you want to protest, you have to do it the right way, or otherwise it's going to backfire and the message is going to get lost. So a few things is I thought about making a video about this, about your rights as a protester, what you can and you can't do. One thing is you cannot, you can technically go up to someone's door and knock on it. It's not against the law to do that. But as you are protesting, airing your grievance, I'm not sure you can go up to someone's window and knock on it and be screaming in a manner. It's probably right up to the edge of the law where, you know, is it criminality? Is it not? I don't know. Another thing you can't do is you cannot block any sort of roadway. You cannot block any sort of driveway or path that a person is trying to get through. You cannot block anyone's way that they can get out or anything. Now, technically, you can stand right at the driveway, but if you see a car coming, you have to move from that area. You cannot block anyone. So, thank you so much. I appreciate. Danny is the father of Sky and ruled out. Okay. Okay, and according, Cher says that she believes Danny is not. Hold on, let me find my phone. 817. Thank you for calling.
Hey, Justin.
Hey,
I've been following this case from the very beginning, and this is the very first time that I've heard that Danny is not Sky's father. This is blowing my mind.
yeah, I didn't know. I just knew that they all had different fathers.
I knew they all had different fathers,
Right.
and I've seen interviews with, like, I've seen an interview with Zane's father. I know that Quinton's father is like.
Right. I mean, I did an interview with Cody, which is Zane's
I saw
father.
that. And I know that Quinton's father was like, there was some animosity there, obviously. And he's not available at all. But everything I've heard was that Danny was Sky's father. But I guess, she's only 5 weeks old, right?
Yes.
And this is crazy to me.
It is crazy. It's all crazy.
Okay. And I thought that he was filing to get custody of her.
That's what I thought too. But according to Cher, she says that he is. I feel like Mari. He is not the father.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
I guess we'll just go with that for now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear. We'll figure it out more. Hopefully. Bye bye.
Okay.
Bye bye. Sky is 3 months old. Okay. All right. Well, guys, I have been on here 1 hour and 30 minutes. I am going to jump off because I have some dad duties. I have to go get my son's glasses fixed. He kind of broke them. And run and go get candy and stuff for Halloween. It's coming up pretty soon. And all that. So I may be live on my other channel this evening, Clutch Them Pearls. If you haven't subscribed, I would appreciate if you would subscribe to that channel, so we have a little bit more fun over there and just talk about anything and everything we want to talk about. And yeah, that's that. If you haven't hit the thumbs up button, I would greatly appreciate it. Um, it's a way to really help out the channel, get it all out there. I want to thank Cher for being in here. I appreciate you, Cher. Um, and I want to thank everyone in here for just joining. You could have chosen to be anywhere. However, you chose to be right here with me talking about Quinton and trying to find more answers. I appreciate you. Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you, dear. I appreciate you all. God bless each and every one of you. We will see you around the YouTube streets real soon. Bye bye.